right. Welcome to the Victory in Business Mastermind Accountability Call. Welcome to everyone who's here. Here comes Miss Sherry. Yay. It's so good to see all of you. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. We're waiting for her sound. There we go. Hi, baby girl. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are you guys?
Good. We are good. We're just about to get started. So good timing.
Good morning.
Everyone, so for those of you who were here last week, we talked about gratitude because it is gratitude month, and I hope you all are kind of practicing your gratitude journals and everything we talked about last week. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome. Today, I want to switch gears entirely. Okay. So last week, we all talked about our victories, things that we had happen. That's good. Today, I want to talk about our goals. So before we get to our goals, and we're going to go over some accountability for that, I thought it would be fitting after the conference to go over some ideas about partnerships, because all of us have been having follow-up calls with all the people that we met at the conference, I would hope. And for a lot of us, there are some partnership opportunities or collaboration opportunities coming up. And I just wanted to go over that a little bit, because I think it's very important to be selectful. What's the word I'm looking for? You got to be selective.
Selective.
I know. I'm like, okay. You got to be selective when you choose your partnerships, because especially within Achieve, you guys know the opportunities come at you all the time. And sometimes it's hard to say no, because we want to help and support and help grow everybody. And so sometimes being selective is something that we forget to do. And we just like, oh, I'll partner up with you, or I'll partner up with you just because that opportunity is there. So, I'm going to give all of you an opportunity to speak, but I just want to go over a few little things that I think is very important to keep in the forefront of your mind if you decide to collaborate with someone or partner up with someone. Does this sound helpful to everybody? Okay. So there's a few different reasons why we would want to partner up with someone, right? So one would be because of someone's expertise, right? They have some expertise that can add to what we do, and we can add to what they do. There could be financial reasons for partnering with people. You might be looking for a partner who can invest in something that you're doing. And let me just add that financial partners, a lot of the time, are silent partners. They're usually people that want to give you money, but they want you to do all the work. So you got to make sure that you outline everything very carefully when you go into a kind of partnership like that, so that there's no confusion as to who does what and whose responsibilities is what, right? And then another reason you might want to partner with someone is because you both have a similar vision or a similar goal. And by collaborating, you realize that you both can reach your goal sooner or quicker. And then the fourth reason I could think of was to expand your reach, right? You might want to collaborate or partner with someone so that you can expand your reach to another audience, or a larger audience, right? And they want to maybe have the same. Can anybody else think of any other reason you might want to partner up with someone? Or did I kind of cover it there?
I think you covered it.
Okay, awesome. I couldn't think of anything else. So I was just curious if anybody else could think of anything else. So there's all these different reasons. The other thing I want to remind you of, so I'm going to go through, I have 5 things to look out for here when you create a strategic partnership with someone. So number 1, you want to make sure that whoever you partner up with, that you share values. you have a similar value structure. You can work towards the same goals. This is very important because when it comes to decision making in a partnership, partnerships can be harder than a marriage. I promise you. Have any of you ever really partnered with someone or had a business partner? It can be challenging. And now partnering up with your husband, that's a whole nother challenge, right? I can tell you all about that. But we won't go there. No, Robert and I complement each other great, and we work well together. But it is very important that when you create a partnership with someone, that you make sure you guys have shared values and you value this, you value business, you value the same kind of things, and you're working towards the same goals. That's very important. Number 2, complementary strengths. So you want to make sure that the person you partner up with complements what you do. And that goes without saying. I know you guys know this. I'm preaching to the choir again, but it doesn't help if you partner up with someone that does exactly what you do and is exactly great at the same things that you are good at, because then you're really adding value to each other's businesses in the partnership. You want to make sure that that person is someone that complements what you do and that can fill in your weaknesses and you fill in their weaknesses. So it's a good collaboration in that way. It has to benefit both of you mutually. Okay, so both of you and your partner have to get benefit out of the relationship. It can't just go one way. Otherwise, it's never going to work. There's no point in having the same skill set or having skill sets that are completely different. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense either. The third thing is that you want to do your research before you partner up with someone, right? Make sure that person has a solid reputation. That person is in good standing in their business. That person is valued by others and respected by others. Because remember, that person and their values and their reputation is going to be a direct reflection of your business, right? They're in essence becoming part of your business. So you want to make sure that that person is in good standing and has a solid reputation. All right. Number 4, you have shared audiences. In other words, you don't have the same audience, but you have audiences that need both your services. Okay, there's no point in Kat offering your yoga services to someone who sells lawnmowers, right? Right, you know what I'm getting at. So you want to make sure that your partner's audience can benefit from your services or your products, and vice versa. Your partners can benefit from sharing, your audience can benefit from the partner's services and products. Okay, and that goes without saying. And then last but not least, that whoever you partner up with adds value to what you are offering. And this is really a great way to build customer loyalty, because quite often, anyone who's an entrepreneur who thinks they can do everything for their client that they need is not thinking big. You want to think in a way that you want to offer your customer something that they need that you can't offer them. So that would be a great collaboration, right? All right. And then, so those are the 5 things: shared values, complementary strengths, solid reputation, shared audience, and added value for both your customer bases. Any other ideas on that? Anyone else can think of anything else that's very important that you have to think about before you collaborate with someone or partner with someone? I think that kind of covers it. And the last thing I want to say about this is, please make sure you put your agreement on paper and you both put a signature to it. A handshake or a verbal agreement never, ever suffices, because both parties will remember that conversation in a different way. Okay. And it doesn't matter whether it's a family member or a friend or a business associate. Make sure you outline everything on paper. It is very, very important. Okay. Any questions about that? Anybody has questions or thoughts about partnerships?
I got something on the agreements you just said, because that's something I've been kind of looking into and all that, trying to move forward. But right now, I'm not, I guess, in a position to even get like a lawyer or something like that too. When you say outline, so I'm guessing it's just something where you guys just agree, put it on paper between you and him or her, whatever you say, and then just sign it.
Joey, Robert has agreements in the resource center that has been signed up by lawyers. You can go in there, look for what you need, and then you can adjust the wording however you need it. Okay. And if you can't find what you need, let me know. We will draw up something for you.
Got it. Sounds awesome. I appreciate that.
Of course, no problem. That's part of one of the big resources that we offer you in the resource center are those agreements. We have liability agreements, liability waivers, contractual agreements in partnerships. We have all that stuff outlined in the back office. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Was that helpful, you guys? I wanted to keep it short and sweet, but helpful. All right. Awesome. So with that said, I want everybody to unmute themselves. We're going to go around and I want everybody to tell me about their number one goal for the next couple weeks, okay, or next week or next few days. What is it that you're focusing on in your business right now? Who would like to start?
I'm
I'll
working
start.
on my.
Oh, no, you go, Sherry.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
work-
Sherry.
I'm working on my books, and then I discovered something really, really, really cool. I had a friend buy me a psychic reading from a lady I really, really, really like. And she helped me with my YouTubes by telling me, stop focusing and being so serious. They're just for advertising. And this was the first time I got in front of my camera and I did 3 in a row, and they were absolutely a blast. It was easy. There was no stress on me and no pressure on me. So I'm lining up YouTube videos, not to sit out right away, but in the next couple of weeks, they're going to start, but I'm trying to get ahead of time because I'm envisioning being a success. And in order to do that, I have to be able to have those a couple of months ahead. And then I'm working on my books and just killing myself trying to get that done and moving forward.
Fantastic. Can I have a coaching minute with you? Would
Sure.
anybody else mind? Okay. So
Original
number
try.
one, take those out of your saying envisioning. You are envisioning being successful, not in quotes. Okay.
I am successful.
You are successful already. And about the videos, I love that you brought that up. Guys, if you are having fun, your audience is having fun. Okay. Definitely, it's about content, not, the whole thing of production value and being perfect, that's long gone.
That wasn't my problem, Vanessa. It's this, I put so much pressure on myself to help people and get information out.
Right.
And it's just, I can't talk about a subject in a small amount. I mean, it has to be a class. There has to be time to cover what needs to be covered. So that's
Right.
what made all of this fun and alleviated all that stress and pressure. And now I just don't care. It was awesome.
Good. And remember to focus on your audience and not on what you think your audience is thinking of you, because we don't know what they're thinking. And if you impose those thoughts on your audience, you're putting added stress on yourself. So I'm happy you said that, Sherry. Well done. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing those videos. Okay. All right, Kat, you're up, girl.
Okay, so I know you said number one goal for next week, but can I have 2?
Yes.
Okay, so my number one goal is to finalize a venue for my igniting wellness events, because finalizing a venue will let me pick a date and start confirming speakers.
Yes.
So I'm just laser focused on making sure that I either pester people until they call me back or move on to the next idea. And then my second goal is to record a video of my yoga class so that people have that to reference. And I want to record a whole class, which is an hour long, and then chunk it up into littler sections. So that's my other thing that I really need to get done.
Love it. Love it. And if you need help with the editing, let me know.
Thank
Okay?
you. Yeah, I was planning to reach out to Achieve on
Yes.
doing that.
We can help you with that. Okay. Awesome, girl. I've got it written down. So we're
Okay.
going to talk about that again next week and see where you are at with that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Who's next? Laura.
So I have appointments coming up with more people. Basically, I'm working on building the whole like cat with the igniting wellness. So lining up speakers, lining up vendors. I currently have a venue, but it's a small one, and I plan on outgrowing that quickly. So, and my speakers are already lined up through May. So I would say don't let the venue hold you up. Just get the speakers, get things lined up, and make the place fit. But so I have collaboration meetings and stuff going on about that, lining up the speakers. And now that you've thrown the whole legal thing in there, I guess I couldn't say that I've partnered, but I am collaborating with Natalie Hecker.
Yeah.
So Club E Fitness, I've already connected her with 2 other strength trainers and stuff that I know, and I finished that certification. So that's something else I'm adding, rounding out my self-care even more with the physical part, because it's something that I'm doing myself too. So I can walk my talk.
Beautiful, beautiful. And hey, listen, let's you and I talk too, because I don't know if you remember, I have a whole library of workouts that I sell on hard drives. So if you ever want to incorporate something like that in your program, let me know. We can talk about what kind of workouts you want. I have hundreds. Okay. Awesome. Okay. But I love that. I love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. Awesome. Got that. Who's next? Okay. Dan.
Okay. So my number 1 goal this week, and I have 2 as well, but I am finalizing this amazing situation we found, that Les and I found, for an office for the fat loss program. And it's really central. It's right around Centennial. It's just amazing that we found it. So we're going to kind of finalize that on Wednesday so that we can start our program in December, which
Congratulations.
is a holiday, you know, for people wanting to get their fat loss before the holidays. And so I'm pretty excited about this situation, because I've wanted an outside office for a while, but this one's good. And then the other thing is Laura and I are going to work on a video that I plan to get out to market more who I am and what I offer, and to get it, you know, through social media, through other venues, through YouTube. I'm wanting to take more advantage of YouTube because I think it's more protective, you know, but at the same time, I have built up a Facebook group, not so much for this area, but just for my personal area. So I'm going to see how that can go and finalize some marketing materials I need.
Fantastic. Marketing materials. Let me write that down too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Beautiful, Suzanne. Thank you for sharing. Joey, you have something to share?
Yeah, so I actually am working on 3 things right now. First one is social media content. So I'm trying to actually finally get out there. I'm still waiting on some content. So a lot of that's outsourced. I have a meeting with somebody tomorrow. So we'll see how that one goes. But, you know, a lot of the content is being done and hopefully finalized this week. And the second thing that I'm working on, probably my biggest one right now, or actually second biggest, is the free presentation I got going on November 22nd. Just working on some PowerPoints, at least the content right now. I'm going to outsource that for somebody else to make the PowerPoints for me within like my branding and everything. And probably the biggest one, so working with a community college that I've been covering games for, had a meeting with them last week on Thursday because they're looking for an athletic trainer to help, with game time coverage and everything. And that conversation went all the way up to what they need to what they're going to send over to me, to the point where they're going to want me to write a proposal and they're going to take it up to the board of trustees to see if I'm able to work with them as their athletic trainer with the things I'm trying to bring in to them for the recovery aspects and stuff that I'm going to do with their athletes. So I got to put some stuff together for that.
That's huge. That's huge. If you need help with any of that, Rob's really good at that. So not like I'm not supposed to send anyone his way, but if you're stuck and you need someone to review what you've created, totally do email it to him. Don't tell him I told you to, but
Secret safe with me.
That's really, well, this is good. This recording is going up on the resource center, so he'll hear it at some point. But
You never said it.
he never said anything. Yeah, but that's really his strength, is putting these types of proposals together. He's done hundreds and hundreds of them. So if you just need someone to review what you've got, do email it to him. He can probably give you some good input on that. Okay. Congratulations. That's great. All right, we have Tommy and Ann. Who's going next?
I'll go.
And
I'd like to follow on a proposal there, because the exciting news is that our little documentary on my Parkinson's guy is finished, and apparently it's coming out tomorrow. It's about 10 minutes long, and it covers about 8 years of me working with this guy and his progression of, like, say, for instance, plank pose or crow pose. And he gave us 488 sessions he'd been recording since the beginning. So it was a really, really good broad, look at it. And so that's, we are writing proposals to all Parkinson's associations of all kinds and caregivers and, retirement assisted living for that. And then I'd really, like to sign up 2 more people on my 90-day journey, because the guy who signed up is having such a great time.
fantastic. Okay. Wow. And that's great. I look forward to seeing the documentary. Where is it going to be released?
I'm going to put it onto my YouTube channel first, but we're going to figure out, I haven't even really seen, but apparently she's done a really great job of editing everything together. But I also, just by the way, being authentic with everyone, I am focusing hard on gratitude and like staying out of the fear right now. Cause I've been having quite the ride lately. So I've got to keep on taking myself and going, stop, go there.
Okay.
Not there.
Yeah, stay in it, girl. Stay in it. If you need some
It's fantastic. Toby Ann just did a fantastic 3-day thing, which I enjoyed immensely. So I'm really happy to have connected with her. That thing is, even just her workbook is a great thing to just go through. So
I've been going through it too. I haven't watched the 3rd one, but I love it too.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I've always loved her. She's got great presence and some great information. So
yeah, but in general, everything feels fantastic. I mean, I can hardly even sleep because I was like, no, I gotta get up. And but this time changing, I've been up at 4:30, like going, okay, now let's go. So yeah, 3 hours last night.
beautiful. Thanks for sharing, honey. Tommy, you're up.
Tommy has nothing. Say, come on, you know better than that.
I was about to say, come on, bro.
Hey, have you done any follow-up from the conference? Have you spoken to anybody?
Well, that's one of my things here. I have a couple. Me and Joey had a great follow-up. Joey's making his way to Maryland. We're going to work on a couple things. And I think what he's doing, actually, we could be good partners. Some of the things you mentioned in those first 5 things, I definitely think we could help each other out there. But the things I wrote down are kind of immediate and then also immediate stretching to make sure it stays long-term. So my first one is I've literally I'm in 2 different networking groups and Mother Network. I can't stop talking about achieving the conference. So I think I turned one person already on to you. I'm not sure where that went, but I got 4 more people that have reached out just from posts that, hey, I want to know more. So my goal is to try to set up, and this week, end of the week, one Zoom where I can get all of them on, so I don't have to do 5, 6, 7 different things. Some of them I can see as being members, a couple more possible vendors.
Okay, perfect.
So that's my goal, to get them to that interest level, to then turn them over to you and whoever else they would need, depending on what their needs were. Second one is very important to me. I just started doing it 3 weeks ago, and that's my Monday motivations. Because when I do a live motivation, it's going to motivate me eventually to do more videos. I know it will. And once I stop one, I'll stop everything, like I did when I went on that hiatus. So I'm very, like, I almost didn't do this morning's, but I was like, nope, I'm doing one. I was crazy busy, had had all kinds of stuff, reasons I could have made excuses why I didn't do it. So that's important to me, because I know that'll lead to other great things. And then the third one, and there's a lot more than 3, but we're going to keep it at 3, is getting in touch with Brianna to find out how yours truly can get a magazine out there, because I know this can be another avenue for me to explore. And so,
All right, so good. Actually, for the magazine, you want to get hold of Leah.
Well, Leah put me in touch with Brianna. That's why I put Brianna.
Okay, good. They work together, so it's all good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's all good. She has another magazine retreat coming up the first weekend of December. It might be a little quick soon for you.
Right. Okay.
But it's in Scottsdale. I'm going to be there. I'm presenting at the summit. I'm not staying for the retreat, but she is doing a magazine retreat. So reach out to her. She's going to have more. She's going to have more here in Colorado too. So yeah, fantastic.
Perfect.
Fantastic, you guys. All right. So that was your accountability for this week. So I hope you all wrote down what you told me, because I sure did. And if you don't have an accountability partner, this place is your accountability partner. We are all here to keep each other accountable. So next week, what we will do is we'll check back in and see where you all are with these goals of yours and how we can help you reach them if for some reason you have not gotten there yet. Okay. But thank you so much for sharing, you guys. Thank you for showing up and being here. I am always here for you via instant messenger or text. If you need anything, please reach out to me anytime. And if you need an extra little nudge, let me know, because I can always shoot out a text in the morning and say, hey, how's that going? Okay. So love you guys. Does anybody have any questions before we go? No questions? Thank you, everybody. I will talk to you later.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.